Live from Cool Boys Central.
You're the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
From bat tips to bat nips, we are just three cool boys revisiting Batman, the animated series, and wearing hats. This is Batman and Beyond, a Cool Boys podcast.
I see Batman and Beyond.
Greetings, Cool Boy Nation, and welcome to another installment of Batman and Beyond, a Cool Boys podcast. I'm Felk.
I'm Ballard.
And I'm Steve.
So cool, Steve.
Very cool. Well, Cool Boy Nation, this episode we will be discussing episode 2 of Batman the Animated Series, Christmas with the Joker. Directed by Kent Butterworth, great name, delicious, and written by Eddie Gorodetsky. It aired originally on November 13th, 1992. That would be in the afternoon. And it features the first appearance of the Joker. Wikipedia summarizes the episode as after escaping Arkham Asylum on Christmas Eve, the Joker takes over Gotham's airwaves and terrorizes the city for a crime. He challenges Batman and Robin to find his hidden TV studio and free his hostages, Commissioner Gordon, Detective Bullock, and Summer Gleason, before midnight.
Yeah, they're called the family Awful Lawfuls.
The Lawful family.
So, first appearance of Joker, Robin.
First appearance of Robin.
And Summer Gleason is what I noted.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Summer. Oh,
You know,
dude.
I like how Summer, I think, is someone they invented for the series. And,
Summer Gleason is clearly
she's
Vicky
totally
Vale.
the April. Oh, I thought she was the April or whatever from.
No, she's
Teenage
Vicky
Mutant-
Vale.
Well, she's a cop, so no.
No,
she's
Summer's
a
not a cop.
reporter.
She's a reporter, and Vicky Vale was
She's
a
the
reporter or a
one-
photojournalist.
Oh, well, maybe
Yeah,
they couldn't do Vicky Vale because of the movie.
I thought that she was from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, like, you know, the rip on April, where she always is like gets into trouble and needs to be rescued.
I guess. Yeah, Summer. Oh, man, Summer is one fucking foxy, boxy, hot mama.
She is.
Jesus. Oof. Fire crotched me up.
So I
was excited.
You know, watching this, it was weird that this is episode 2 and it's a Christmas episode. I just thought it was.
I watch this one every year.
It's so weird
Okay.
that they.
I actually don't like this episode. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I think this is one of the worst episodes of the series as a whole. It's unfortunate that's the first introduction of the Joker, and and also Robin, because this Robin is definitely a gay boy toy for Batman in this episode.
No way! This is my favorite version of Robin. I love this version of Robin.
He adds nothing. He just repeats things and says obvious stuff. Even the
Robin's
audience
Reckoning,
knows.
parts 1 and 2
No.
are so
Robin
good.
has good episodes in good characterizations in the Batman the Animated Series as a whole. But this first dose of Robin it's straight Burt
I
Ward.
see.
Burt Ward.
It's out of place. I feel like for them to introduce them like it seems kind of out of place that they already have this relationship and
Yeah.
whatnot.
It felt
is
like
off.
the Adam West Burt Ward relationship, right?
It did, yeah.
Yes, that's
And
what I'm saying. This is Adam West
it's,
Batman all over.
Well, they keep throwing in It's a Wonderful Life and like how it's. I feel like it is supposed to be this like Christmas special version of Batman.
Well, I do watch it every year for around Christmas, along with another episode that happens later in the season, I think 3, which is Holiday Nights. But one of the things I want to point out, because this is a Christmas episode, is Joker, played by the fucking amazing Mark Hamill.
Rest in peace, Mark Hamill.
And he does the best version of Joker ever. I mean, this is my preferred Joker. I love Heath Ledger. I love Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Jared Leto sucks so much dick. But I fucking love this Mark Hamill. And he sings our favorite version, I imagine, it's your guys' favorite, if it's not only mine, of Jingle Bells, which was made super popular only 3 years earlier by Bart Simpson. Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, Robin laid an egg.
Did the Simpsons officially invent that, or is that just them referencing?
No.
something
I
already?
think they didn't
I don't think so.
invent it, but they made it super popular.
Yeah, sure. I guess that is all in there, but like this characterization of the Joker to me rang so kid friendly, so Adam West Batman, Cesar Romero Joker. Granted, I mean Mark Hamill has done amazing things as the Joker in this series and beyond. No pun intended. But for this one, like, yes, what he's actually doing, kidnapping 3 people and threatening to kill them, and if while doing other things like trying to derail a train and stuff. That is all fucking dark. And of course the show can't show the consequences of it. That's fine. But it's just the weird, like, cutesy stuff he's doing the entire time. It felt more Cesar Romero.
It is. It's so Cesar Romero.
See, I liked it though. I like just how they're just showing how he's just playing with Batman. It's all about him trying to prank Batman. He even gives Batman like a clue to find where he's at because Batman can't figure it out. And I thought it was kind of interesting. And then they made, in like the second episode, they already have like a meta joke where he's pretending to be like the host of a fake show, and he's
I loved it.
Just like Kramer did.
Yeah. Totally. He totally throws it to break. I love that he actually throws the second act to break and says, "Yeah, stay tuned. We'll be right back," or something like that.
That's so
Yeah.
great for a kid's show to be willing to risk that sort of.
Totally.
I think I thought it was interesting, especially for the second episode.
Yeah, and on top of that, it goes even further to really, this episode truly establishes Joker and Batman's relationship, with even Batman knowing from the second Joker escaped from prison on Christmas Eve that
I don't like
Joker
that either.
is gonna be up to some shit, and like,
and he
even
likes
though
it.
everyone's
I
like,
think
no, he won't do it on Christmas, Batman. Batman's like, no, fuck that. They go back to Wayne Manor again, right? They're about to eat their fucking dinner, or they just ate it. They go watch.
Oh, and
Wonderful
wearing
Life.
the gayest vests.
Yeah, and they go to watch A Wonderful Life on the biggest CRT monitor I have ever seen.
It was clearly rear projection.
Dude, it is huge.
It's rear
and
projection.
it was funny because it reminded me of Mr. Burns. So it's like another Simpsons reference where like Mr. Burns had this huge, ridiculous TV.
That was supposed to be a CRTV because it was
that
The
was.
Simpsons.
They have theater seats. It's pretty badass for like 1992. Like that's like state of the art.
That was state of the art. It was huge. And then
Okay,
he does this
before you
Christmas
go
special.
on-
That was so great.
You're just giving a pass to the Joker escape being on a rocket-powered Christmas tree. That was too much for me, even as a kid. I was like, ground it a little more. I'd like to see it a little more grounded.
It's very silly.
Very silly. And most of Joker's storylines have like incredible engineering that goes on, and you have to always wonder like,
It's, like,
how does he
amazing.
get
How
these
does he do
engineers to
this?
build this shit? And then like he must kill them like right afterwards.
Well, all the stuff he has
Yeah.
at the end with like all the giant robots and stuff. It's like,
it's
come
crazy.
on, man. This is
That was part of LAFCO factory or Toy Factory or whatever.
And he just
yeah.
is able to make it
make
twist
them-
it into
his Joker world.
violence.
I love it. I love his plot in this one. I love how it's revealed. I love
that
it's
was
the
one of my
train.
notes. Was I like how quickly the Joker was able to set up giant fake gift boxes.
yeah.
Kevin McAllister has nothing on him.
Oh, nothing. No, and he fucking has this giant like vat of just molten something burning and to drop people into. Even like, yeah, he's got a whole bunch of shit set up. The second he escapes, like he's only been out of prison for like a few hours. He escaped at night. It's still nighttime and it's not Christmas yet.
One
So,
thing.
It's
that
like
I like
that's only a
too,
6-hour period between like 6 p.m. and midnight. That Joker did everything.
Yeah.
While Batman, this is an interesting one because it's Christmas, so everything is snow. Usually there isn't snow everywhere, and then like everybody's outside and everybody's nice and giving gifts to each other, and then there's like this jazzy saxophone guy playing jazzy Christmas music.
Yeah, in the beginning. Yeah. So like, even back to that point about how like Joker gets like all these feats of engineering done, and like look at his split time. Gotham Observatory. It's called Gotham Observatory on Mount Gotham. I loved that. by
Yeah,
the
it's
way.
Griffith Observatory, but it's in
Yeah.
Gotham and it's on Gotham Mount.
It's Gotham Observatory on Mount Gotham. I love how he turns it into the telescope into a giant cannon.
Yeah, that
to
was-
shoot at Batman and Robin. You're like, how the fuck did you devise this amazing feat of engineering in like 6 hours period? Like you put the biggest cannon on Earth up there and had it mounted and look good. It was painted, it was shined, it was polished, it was beautiful.
That's all part of why I don't really like this episode as much, but right on screen right now, we have to discuss this is, okay, even as a kid, this bothered me. When the Joker has the three hostages, including, Bullock and Gordon, they've got candy canes stuffed in their mouths as gags. Even as a kid, I was like, why don't they just spit them out? There's nothing holding them in.
Doesn't Bullock spit his out and like say something like, or
I thought it was pulled out of his mouth.
He pulls it out of his mouth. No one ever
of
spits one
them.
out. They just put it in their mouth and they go, "Rrr, rrr." It's like, nothing's holding it there.
Maybe they're really sticky candy canes.
I think it is that they originally planned to have it like bound like an actual gag, and the censors said no. That would have been too graphic. Because you can make a big candy cane into a mouth gag, into like a ball gag, pretty easily with a little string, some rope. But
really, I didn't know this.
But I don't think the censors would allow that to be on a kids show.
One of the things I liked on Act 2 was the fake audience, and just that there was a laugh track and
a cardboard audience.
It was very meta for it to be.
He has Commissioner Gordon, Summer Gleason, and Detective Bullock all in the audience. Also, they are the family awful lawfuls. So it's like
because
they're
Joker's
mommy
crazy.
Awful, daddy awful, and baby awful. He's
not trying to accomplish anything this episode. The Joker,
and then in Joker's just like exploding bridges and crashing.
Wait, Felk. Joker didn't try to accomplish anything this episode. Is that what you said?
He has no ulterior motive. He's just doing this stuff.
This is his gift to Batman for Christmas.
I guess. Yeah.
Trying to make Batman laugh.
He's having the time of his life. This is his gift to Batman. He broke out to give his best fucking lover in the world the best Christmas gift he could ever give him. I'm going to cause a little bit of carnage on Christmas. So is Joker supposed to be in prison because of what happens at the end of Last Laugh? Or is Joker supposed to be in prison because
Arkham Asylum.
Or he's in Arkham Asylum. You're right. He's not at what's the prison? Black something.
Blackgate's the prison. He's at Arkham Asylum. He escapes from Arkham Asylum.
So,
and he would not be in prison from two episodes from now.
No, but Last Laugh originally aired before, so that's why it's so weird. Also, the way they put the Christmas with the Joker as the second episode on the DVD release. I don't understand that.
What I have on one of the wikis that this was production number 2, but air date number 38.
Crazy.
Jesus.
So they're
the DVD release is supposed to be pretty close to the. Let me say that again without cracking my voice. The DVD release is supposed to be pretty close to the production numbers, if my understanding is correct. They might be off here and there, but I think for the most part, it's designed to be like the production number and not like the air date.
You sounded just like the squeaky voiced teen.
Mr. Wembley, it happened again.
Are you gonna just leave all that in?
Maybe.
So, okay, whatever. So, but yeah, this one, it's kind. What were we talking about? I don't even remember.
We're talking about Christmas with the Joker.
No, but I'm thinking all about my voice squeaking.
No, we're talking about the fact that this was apparently aired 38th,
right?
Which is how I remember it. I do not remember this being an early episode. And
so Joker being in Arkham Asylum is probably from an event that we will eventually see down the road. I figured it was after Last Laugh.
No, I think
they're always in Arkham Asylum.
Yeah,
and they're always breaking out. It's just like this continual. If they're out, then they're out. Otherwise, they're in Arkham Asylum.
No, I think, guys, if we pay attention,
these episodes don't have. There's very little continuity.
I think
besides the fact that they're villains and Batman has foiled them. And whatnot.
No, I think once the air date and the production numbers start to sync up, I think we'll start to see the long game play out more when Harvey Dent is in prison and he's in prison for a long time, and they'll go and see him in prison, and they do these things where Batman goes to talk to Poison Ivy in prison,
Asylum, right?
And all of a sudden in the background you'll see Joker and Harvey in prison when they're supposed to be in prison. It is thought out.
Yeah. Well, it's Arkham Asylum, and that's
but it's like a mix.
Gotham has really bad legal system because most of the basically they just send all the supervillains to Arkham Asylum. Joker's actually supposed to be insane.
They do an episode about that, I think.
But but Poison Ivy shouldn't be in Arkham Asylum. She's not insane. She just has poison stuff.
Probably she had a good attorney.
Yeah, they still have good attorneys. There's a reason why this was held till 38 is my point. That this is even they knew this was kind of a weak episode.
I think they held it to air closer to Christmas.
That's what I figured as well too.
So the show started in September, and this air date was like November something. Let me go back to it.
Yeah, that makes sense then. Yeah, if it's late September, then it would be November. Yeah,
it is confusing to have it as 2 just because Robin just appears. And then he's gone again for several episodes.
For a number of episodes,
yeah. And it doesn't make sense for him to be gone in the Scarecrow episode that's after this because the Scarecrow episode takes place partly at a college, a university.
Yeah.
And it is established later that Dick Grayson is going to that university. They even have Scarecrow episodes later with Dick Grayson at the university, I guess, to kind of make up for that. Maybe, who knows? But one of the things about this episode I love too is this I'm seeing right now is the observatory scene is going on where Batman and Robin are shot at by the observatory cannon.
Even as a kid, I knew
it's a red herring. It's not even where Joker is. I just love when Joker does that. It's like, I got you to go to this location. I'm not even there. And where's Joker? Where's Joker? The most Joker location possible. Laughco Toy Factory. Like, why did Batman not go immediately to LAFCO Toy Factory and then hit up amusement parks on the way over to the observatory?
I love that Batman offhand knows that the toy, like that specific toy, hasn't been made in years. Not since they closed down the old LAFCO toy factory.
Everybody knows. He is a fucking entrepreneur. He's a fucking business tycoon, Bruce Wayne. He knows all the different companies that are shutting down and growing in Gotham.
And it's because of a Betty Blooper doll.
Yeah.
Betty Blooper. Yeah, Betty Blooper.
It's just weird because Betty Boop is in the public domain.
Totally, she is. They stayed away from it on purpose because I think they're trying to establish their alternate universe, and that's really what this show is. It's with the blimps and everything, and the way that it's like 1920s. But
no blimps in this one.
Not in this episode, but there's blimps in the show and series, and like.
But the train looks like an Art Deco
amalgamation
train.
of like amalgamation. What's the word if I can think?
Amalgamation.
Amalgamation of like a modern world and a 1920s world. Like it's an alternate reality.
That's the word that Nolan couldn't say. Amalgamation.
One of the things that I thought was funny that happens, I think right now, is that Batman calls two people with Tommy guns snipers. He's like, watch out, snipers! And it's like
snipers. That was so Adam West. That was such an Adam West moment for sure. There's a lot of Adam West moments like that.
This was totally, probably more of a callback to that feeling. And one of the other things was that Joker's just having fun making these Joker robots and like everything looking like Joker.
Joker's having so much fucking fun with these toy robots that he puts out a boombox. I mean, I think this all happens off frame because you don't see it, but he puts a boombox out and starts blasting Nutcracker themes, all done up to the Batman soundtrack. It's fucking awesome. They actually mix their Batman music into Nutcracker like suites and shit.
While I was watching this with Becca, she laughed out loud.
Who's Becca, Steve?
Oh, my wife. She laughed out loud when the pie hit Batman's face.
I love that. See, that's the gift. That's the present.
That's the gift. Yeah.
That's all Joker wanted to do, and Batman even knew that. When Robin's like, "Don't do it, Batman! You open that fucking pie thing box, and it's just gonna fucking blow up and kill you. Joker's gonna kill you." Batman's like, "No. Robin, I got this. I
know my boy. I know my boy.
Joker is never gonna do that to me. He needs me. I am literally his yin to his. I'm his yin to your yang. I don't know how you would say that, but anyway. So yeah, Joker and Batman are one and the same. They need each other, and that's. I knew Batman had that trust right then that he was not gonna kill him, and they didn't.
In this episode,
pied him. Yeah, he does a pie in his face
instead of a bomb. It's a pie.
Robin thinks Batman's gonna open up a bomb and blow up, and Joker just puts a pie in there. It's a cream pie.
Yeah.
Joker gives Batman a cream pie.
Yeah.
Oh, look that up on X videos.
It's there.
Batman gives Joker cream pie. Oh, Joker gives Batman cream pie. Well, and my last point before we rate it is simply this: Wonderful Life sucks. Okay, guys. What are your cool boy ratings?
Wonderful Life does suck. It's communist propaganda.
All right, boys. What's your cool boy ratings of Christmas with the Joker?
I would give this one, I don't know, 1, I think. And this
really?
Is
that low?
That low. I think it's a very weak episode.
Is this because you hate Christmas, Felk?
Maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's because I never got over the goofiness of it all. I don't like the candy cane thing, and I something about it just feels like when Batman has to save the fucking train, he just saves the people on the train and lets the fucking train, at least the front of it, crash. It's like
you can't stop it. It was out of control.
I don't know. Everything about this episode feels half measurey.
Yeah, and what did Breaking Bad teach us? Only full measures.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I gave it 3 cool boys.
3 out of 5 cool boys for Steve. I gave it 4 out of 5 cool boys, and the reason I give it 4 out of 5 cool boys is because I love fucking Christmas, and I just love that I can put on a Batman animated series episode for Christmas for my kids. And I love
this one is very kid friendly.
The Adam West series. I grew up on the Adam West series. I grew up on Batman, the movie 1966 Batman. I love that shit. Like I remember I'd have to go down the street and go stay with this super old lady every once in a while to babysit us, and she didn't know what to do with like little kids, so she just put on the 1960s Batman show because she figured we'd like it. And I remember thinking at the time, this is horrible. This is boring. This is not cool Batman. And but at the same time, it was the only Batman I knew. And this episode maybe calls to that for me, so I like it for that too.
I'm sorry what that old lady did to you.
Lorraine.
Later, he found out, like, oh, yeah, Lorraine's been babysitting us. And then another person goes, like, Lorraine's been dead for 10 years. It was a ghost. Great bat stuff, gentlemen. I could bat talk about another bat episode. Right now, I am so bat energized, but alas, I cannot. The bat code forbids it. Tune in next week. Same cool bat time, same cool bat channel. Cool Boy Nation, be sure to let us know what you thought of Christmas with the Joker by emailing us at batmanandbeyondcoolboys@gmail.com. That's batmanandbeyondcoolboys@gmail.com. Be sure to rate and review us on iTunes as the Cool Boys Podcast. Also, please check out our other great Cool Boy Central content with the Cool Boys Podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Patreon, where the Cool Boys have an uncensored discussion about 5 so cool movies with some bods and dongs peppered in there for flavor. Like and subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube by searching for the Cool Boys Podcast. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Cool Boys Podcast. And join our Facebook group at the Cool Boys Podcast. Thank you for listening. Stay cool, Cool Boy Nation. Stay cool, Cool Bat Nation as well. Until next time, it's Byzies from Velk.
It's Bises from Ballard.
Byzies from Steven.
So cool.
Batman
And beyond.
Oh, yeah.
Batman!
and beyond.
Oh, yeah.